Hey look, I've always wanted to have some Tech Puffs when you're itching for a snack. Who goes there? Second edition materials. I have here I have a dice bag and some extra dice that I also got. As you can see, it's just fun to roll them, what can I say? But I also got the upgrade pack, and I've got some of the new expansion characters like Connet and Caldwell. As you can see, I've still got the plastic wrap on them, haven't even opened them yet. And I got the Benning and Barkley pack, character expansion packs, which are said to change the game pretty nicely. The upgrade pack is said to change the game up just enough as well. Got some little extras in there that they used to enhance the experiments. Think of this like DLC, you know, for a favorite game. I will say Who Goes There, just from the outset, Who Goes There is one of my favorite games. However, and I'll link the review that me and my cohort Brian did on this game a couple years back. But we did have some kind of slightly serious issues with the game, which does tend to hamper its fun factor in some ways. There are some ways to kind of modify it, but we are hoping, and again, keep in mind, I still love the game, but I'm not such a fanboy that I cannot say it's got issues. It does. But you can go check that review out if you want to see what we say about those issues, what have you. But anyway, we are hoping that this rectifies those issues, and I'm excited to get it open, so we're going to go ahead and open it up. Just know this thing comes with a second edition rulebook. It's got an upgrade sticker sheet, player aids, build menus. Let's just rip this off because it is shiny. The thing strength. That's right. That's what I'm talking about, because I'm not a thing. I'm really not. Build menus, workshop cards. You got storage cards, camp event cards, punchboard strike. Okay, well, action cubes for Kenner, Copper, and Blair. Now, I'm curious about those action cubes because I remember in the first edition, some of the cubes would crack really easily. None of them broke in half, but I guess I don't know, maybe it was just not a good molding, or I don't know exactly. Maybe some of the materials weren't that great. But let's go ahead and get this bad boy open. See what we got here. We got the rule book for second edition. Okay. I always like the colors, like the layout. All right, so if you're into rule books, there you go, second edition updated. Got some extra strike thingamajiggers as well as frostbite tokens for strikes and critical strikes. Supposedly that takes care of somebody dying in the game and being completely out of a game that could possibly go up to 3 hours or more. We've had games where it goes over that. We've had games where it goes under that. It just depends. And it would suck if somebody was taken out of the game early and then you still got, an hour and a half left. And they got to sit there. I get it. Some people would say, well, you're still involved in the game, but some people don't like that. So that's nice that they have a new way to fix possibly that issue. The little player aid thingy right here. So let's go ahead and get these out. We'll look at these first. They should all be pretty much the same. You got your club, torch, lantern. You got your barricade, knife, hatchet, axe, shield, camp defense. You got your scarf, travel coat, and see, now another thing that they apparently changed was not having to, like for example, if you had a mechanic's coat before, you would have to redo, and the mechanic coat wouldn't help towards getting a travel coat. You still have to get a scarf or whatever it was. And this way, if you already have the mechanic coat, you could upgrade to a travel coat instead of just needing a scarf. You could just have that, and vice versa, which is nice, especially if you want to switch over to a different strategy of going outside more often than doing a lot more inside trading or whatever you want to do. Pouch, guideline, hotspot, lighter. So they upgraded that spot. I don't remember. Okay, so barricade. I don't don't remember all the details of what's different on those besides that, but I always like those player aids. It's the buildable menus, and I really thought that that was one of my favorite things in the game, is being able to build my own stuff. That's pretty cool. So then we've got the stickers. Who goes there? Upgrade sticker sheet. Now, if you already have the first edition, which I have the deluxeified, legendary, whatever it's called, edition of Who Goes There, it's a massive box. It doesn't even fit on my shelf normally. I have to stick it on top. This is to upgrade and put stickers on that. Now, if you get the second edition outright, not the upgrade pack, I think this is already embedded in the actual board, right? They redid the board. I don't know that for a fact, but I think that's what they were doing. This is for anybody like me who has the first edition. And this is just a reminder of what different things do, because people would forget to go out when they went outside to do searching in the piles for like helicopter points and what have you, is a reminder to gain 2 XP when searching so you can upgrade your character and unlock different kinds of things. Players in camp gain 2 stamina and remove 1 frostbite each time the bonfire is lit. I think that's another reminder as well. And it also tells you to remove a frostbite, which is something new in the game. So that's cool. I'm not a huge fan of stickers normally, but I don't feel like, buying a whole brand new second edition if only minor upgrades are needed just to change the board and this, that, and the other. I'm cool with a few stickers. Not a big deal. Here's your upgraded cubes. I remember the green ones in my pack. I think they were the ones that were cracking. So I'm glad that they gave me an upgraded, a new pack, and apparently it's a stronger material, or it was just, I don't know, done better, bonded better, whatever. So that's cool. So we've got some more workshop cards right here, and we've got more camp event, and I believe some new style camp event cards, which is cool. We'll take a quick look just to see if there's anything different. Now keep in mind, I don't have the deluxe edition out here where I can kind of go through. It's a lot of cards to look through, but it apparently something has changed on this, maybe better writing on some of this to tell you more of what to do. Instant action. Paranoia, each player rolls 1 action die. Success, draw 1 card from any of the 3 decks inside. Miss, discard 1 card. Boiler damage, instant. Plays 2 strikes on the boiler room. Okay, so some of these are similar. Now, the lockout cards, here's another one. Effects inside only. Madman, failure, receive 1 strike to your character and place 1 strike on the boiler room. I remember that the lockouts can be very brutal at times. Now, apparently they've got a way to fix that. Attack the thing, receive 1 strike and 1 vulnerable card. Oh no, I don't know if I like that, because that just makes it easier to get infected. Oh, that sucks. Rabid dog, receive 1 critical strike. Okay, so some of these are similar. Okay, so setback, hunger pangs. Okay, see, a lot of these are very similar. Now this one, I don't remember this. Hasty repairs, failure, lose 2 stamina. Okay, that's cool. So you got to do that. Fire hazard. I think I've seen that one before. Razor wire. Camp blackout. Yep, seen that before. Cabin fever. Now I don't remember this one. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't remember that one being in there. Failure. Move to an available space outside. Player's choice. Suffer temperature drop. The move costs no action. Deadly shadows. Following turn order, each player rolls 4 action dice. Okay. So there's a lot of little extras that they throw into this. Place 2 strikes in the boiler room. Wonder why they made some of these green and yellow. Maybe some of them are not as hard as others. I don't know. Each player rolls 4 action dice. Total number of successes needed is 2 times the number. Okay, players rolling. Fatigue. That's a new one. That artwork's awesome. I love the artist. The guys do a lot of them. I think are done by 1 or 2 different people at the company, if I remember correctly. But fatigue, players must have a collective total of stamina equal to 3 times the number of players. Failure, players discard the top 2 cards from their specialty decks. So some new camp event cards, some tweaks on older ones that were already in there as well. And your standard buildables, which many of these, I think these are pretty much the same. They may have some new artwork, I don't know. I don't think they do. Rope. Screws, metal, maybe it just more options to get more stuff. Now here we go. Do you remember now I don't know if they were in this deck. I think they were in the other deck in the camp, but the trash cards, you got those trash cards, they were almost good for nothing. They were such in a game where you need everything so precise and every action is so precious. Having a trash card sucked. And now, from what I understand, they have replaced the trash cards, and maybe some of the cards in this deck anyway. I can't remember. I don't think trash was in this, with old keys. And that is important because when you get locked out, this is going to be so important to you. Playing this card during a camp lockdown allows you to move to a different location, because sometimes you'd have those camp events where you would get stuck outside for like, oh gosh, 3 or 4, sometimes 5 turns of yours, so to speak. You know what I mean? And it would devastate you. I mean, it'd be so easy to die at that point. Old keys allow you to actually, maybe survive that and you don't get stuck. Still a possibility if nobody has a key, or if you don't have a key and you're locked outside, but it's kind of nice that they have that in there. So we got more storage cards. And some of them are going to be the same, looks like, just like your alcohol. Your buildable, or your matches, I'm sorry, can be used to light bonfire. The stuff we've been used to, more flares. Shotguns! That's what I'm talking about. One in the chamber, pistol, crowbar, gain 1 crowbar. Okay, so some of these are similar to what you had before. Canned tofu and chocolate pudding, canned food. Oh, so gross. Sugar goats, yeah, I remember that. Dead chickens and bananas. The humor. Dog mud. What is it? It's what real men eat. Steak and nails. It's hilarious. All right, first aid. So yeah, you can always use more of those. Decks. So some more of these is good. Are good. Old key. More of those. Yes, please. We need these badly. Now, this is where it becomes highly important. Okay, this is something that's going to be huge, I think, for some of these games. Okay, let's see. Host test part B. Oh wow, okay, so they give you multiples of these. This is good. I was worried, I was a little concerned that they were only going to give you one of each. So in the original game, one of the biggest complaints is it's hard to tell who the thing is because they have to act like everybody else, which is highly thematic. However, in a game, it can be detrimental because it is really difficult to suss these people out. I personally didn't have a massive problem with it. I do like the game. I do like the having to suss people out. But really, in some ways, you're relying a lot on poker face, right? There are some things that the thing can do in the game, but like in the movie, it's just one of those things where they're going to be hiding in plain sight, and it's really hard to track them down. And the main way you found out who they were blood tests, right? And so, you'd have to have, in the normal game, you'd have to have specific characters to be able to get host tests. I think one of them's Blair and the other one's the Doc. So you always want Blair or Doc in the game, no matter what. You were almost forced to do that if you wanted to have a chance of gathering who might be a thing. Well, in this host test, you have to play parts A and B together. You and a player in your location must discreetly reveal all your vulnerable cards to each other. You must have at least one vulnerable card to play these cards. This, at the very least, is now in the main storage deck, and it's very possible that somebody could get both of these, or 2 people can get, one of these each and work together to suss the other players out. And if you see somebody not wanting to play this card, and maybe that they have it, because again, you don't have to tell everybody what you have necessarily. But it's just nice to have another way of finding this out without just having to have characters. Heck, if you got those characters in the game, now you've got more opportunities to find out who the thing is. And I love the fact that they included 2 sets of each. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. It's a huge thing for me because I just it's going to be nicer to be able to have that. All right, so take a look. We've also got player aids. What should I do? Objective, first and foremost, your goal is survival. Helicopter round. This is cool. They've got the player aids, which I remember printing player aids out for this game just because there are some things you can't remember at all times. You have to go to that rule book, and sometimes the rule book was a little tough to navigate. Wasn't the most awful rule book I've ever seen, but it is a good one. This is good to have because this might make me have to get rid of the other. So I love the fact we got player aids now. So that was the upgrade pack. Let's take a look at Benning and Barclay character expansion pack. Oh yeah, that's right. The thing strength. Yeah, I forgot about that. I'm a thing because I was able to rip that plastic off, right? Because I'm a weakling. All right, let's take a look. Benning and Barclay. All right, so we got the 4P extra item slots. Blah 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 blah. Intuition. Gain 1 reroll during suspicious trade in pouch. Max hand size is now 7. That's pretty sweet. You also got walkie-talkies. Reroll against reroll 1 missed action die against camp event attacks and against camp event setbacks. That's kind of nice. Okay, cool. So we got those. And you got Benning here. Now, if you've never seen the original Thing movie, I'm not going to say much about this guy, but you should know. I know this is more based on the books, but you should know. I like the artwork on him. That's pretty sweet. I love that they blew up the artwork on the back there. It's pretty sweet. I like that. And Barclay, the comms specialist. That's pretty sweet. Now I wonder, are the player aids tailored specific to each character somehow? No, they're not. Okay. I was just curious. All right. So there's more player aids and more of these jokers, which I'm very happy about. More of everything is good. Yes, we love the click, click, clickers, baby. Click, click. Ooh, these are tough. You have to work these out. I'm always this. Always. I'm never a thing. Never. Never. The blood tells the tale. All right, so Barclay is obviously the communications guy. And then Benning, I believe, is the one that has extra. Yeah, it's like he's got a satchel on, so he's got the extra die, or the extra hand, I guess. And yeah, very nice dice. Very nice. And you got more of the stamina. And there are their action cubes. Let's take a look. Yeah, very nice. Like those. These minis are pretty decent. I like the detail in his hair too. Look at there. It's a pretty good job on that. And Benning. Wow, that's actually pretty good detail for what they did. Yep, he's got that pouch so he can carry extra, looks like him. Got Barclay's locker cards, the comms specialist. So he's got a bunch of fun stuff, snack. We already know about that. Food, recanned food. Second time's the charm. Oh gosh. Gristle and bits, baby. Key lime pie. Oh gosh. That's gross. All right, so Dex. Is that more food than normal? I can't remember if the other... I don't remember. Let's see. Resource, shotgun. That's right. Insta-light. Play this card inside to instantly light the bonfire. There must be at least one card in the bonfire. Locker room. Receive one or more cards during a trade for 1 XP instead of 1 action. Nice. You may reset your locker die. This can be done even if you use your locker die this turn. I like that. And this is Barclay? Wow. Give warning. Add 1 action die to another player's roll. You may play this card out of turn. Yes! You got 2 of those. Radio station. Play this card inside to use. Players may spend 1 XP on this card to move one of Barclay's walkie-talkies. Follow movement rules. Discard after 3 uses. Barclay looks like he's going to be pretty sweet. I like him. Let's take a look at Benning's. The aviation mechanic. The normal stuff. I always like reading these right here. Oh gosh. Creamed corn dogs, stick included. Oh! We got canned fleas. This got to be for the dog, right? Oh, he's only got 2 food. Dex, resource, blah, blah. Flashlight. Draw 2 cards from a valid deck. Keep 1 and return the other to the bottom of the deck. Nice. I like that. He's got 2 of those. A wrench. Add 1 success to a camp event setback roll and repair 1 strike on the boiler room or camp door depending on your location. Fuel cans. Plus 2 helicopter bonus. Yeah, he's the aviation mechanic. That makes sense. That's nice. Extra navigation points. Or whatever. Tune-up. Play this card outside. Players may spend XP on this card. Once 6 XP has been collected, this card will reduce the escape threshold by 3 points. Woo! Yeah, pretty strong characters. I like what I'm seeing so far out of these 2. Now we have Connet and Caldwell. Let's just rip this thing off. The thing's strength. I'm just tired of being so amazing with my strength. Let's just rip it off. I don't care. Let's get this joker open. All right. Intentionally blank. Ice pick. 1 reroll against camp event setbacks. Oh, I like that. Thermos. Gain 1 stamina when changing locations. That's cool. So we got that for them. And we got their player boards. Again, love the artwork. And the artistry or the art, what do you call it? The art in this game, I'm trying to make it bigger than it is. The art in this game is just amazing. I just love it. I don't know what it is, but you can tell he's the key master. He's the key master. Who's the gatekeeper? No, we're not going to say that. Anyway, Caldwell, the surveyor geologist. And actually, should have read that. The cosmic Connet is a cosmic ray specialist. That's right. And yeah, again, the artwork is pretty sweet. More player aids. Very nice. We can always use more of those. More of, oh yeah, that's right. More of these. Utility and weapons. Nice. Clickers! Unlike Two-Face, I'm of two minds about everything. And their locker dice. There's that key, so you can go in and out. That's what I'm talking about. Very nice. Here's their minis. Oh man, doesn't have a little cigarette or whatever it is. He had a Cruella de Vil kind of cigarette. That was kind of funny. But yeah, I like the detail. Again, the minis are nice. I gotta say, pretty nice. Now he actually looks very much like his picture with the key and everything. His pack. Yeah, it makes me feel like I'm in a cold tundra. Got their stuff. We're not gonna even go into that. But let's take a look at the cards. All right, so let's separate these. All right, so we got Caldwell, the geologist surveyor. All right, very similar thing. Snack. Here we go. Hot dog. Oh gosh. Yep, hot dog water. We're not gonna go there. We got freeze dried cheese fries. Yummy. Yummy. Normal stuff. Flashlight, which we talked about earlier. Old key. There you go. Stamina boost. Roll 1 action die. Success. Gain 3 stamina. Miss. Gain 2 stamina. Oh, cool. No matter what, you get something. Kindling. Play this card in a bonfire face up. Players gain 1 extra stamina per kindling when the bonfire's up. I think Blair has that. I can't remember. 2 XP. I love that. That's cool, actually. Pre-excavation. Play this card outside to use. Player may spend. Okay, cool. Plays top card of the phase deck after they are in front of. Oh, nice. Discard after 3 uses. Like him. All right, so pretty cool. Pretty cool. We'll see how he plays. We're going to play a few games of this, obviously, to see how each character fares. And so now we got Connet's deck, Cosmic Ray Specialist. Hey, look. I've always wanted to have some Tech Puffs when you're itching for a snack. Oh my gosh. What is this? Fizzy cabbage water. These guys are just hilarious. All right, so what else we got? Now, he should have a ton of old keys because he's the key master, right? Not the gatekeeper. All right, old key, old key, old key. Sweet, you got a bunch of those. Map, geographic maps, helicopter bonus, helicopter bonus. Valuable data, play this card outside. To use, players may spend 1 XP on this card to add 1 action die to their roll against a thing attack. That's cool. Yep, another cool character to try out. That's pretty much it. Like I said, if you're a fan of this game and you really like it and you were hoping for some changes, this is kind of a no-brainer, at least from what we're seeing. I don't know if I'm going to I might do a follow-up review on this just to see how I think about it. To see if this changes things enough to where it improved the game even. Because, like I said, there were definitely some downsides to the game, but I still love it. I mean, and many of the people I've played with feel the same way. Love it, got some flaws, but what game isn't flawed? You know what I mean? Besides Scythe. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, thank you so much for watching Dice Odyssey. Thank you for listening to me ramble on and be stupid. We appreciate you. You have a blessed day, and game away.